Alright, this is the third and final video. We're going to work on finding a formula so that we can find the slope at any point on the line. So up here, we did some of these examples. The problem with the examples that we did is that we calculated the slope only at one point. So if I asked you a new point, like 3,9 or 4,16, you would have had to do all that work over again, and it just gets to be really, really tedious and really repetitive. So what we want to do the tedious work one time, and then we can check multiple points and figure out the slope at all those points. So we're going to use the same formula, f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. It's the limit as h approaches 0, but we're not going to write it to save some time. And we're going to do everything in the in general form. We're not going to plug specific numbers in. We're just going to use x's and h's and figure out what that final formula is going to be. So I'm going to take x plus h and I'm going to plug it in right here. So I'm going to go x plus h squared plus 4. And then subtract the entire function of x squared plus 4 over h. Right now I still can't plug 0, so what I need to do is simplify all of this. So let's write all this. First I'm going to FOIL. I have x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Then I have a plus 4. Then I have minus x squared minus 4 over h. Let's take a second and circle all the terms that cancel out. Here's an x squared, here's a negative x squared, here's a positive 4, here's a negative 4. So what it really boils down to is I have 2xh plus h squared over h. We can either factor out an h, or hopefully we're getting kind of good at it where you can see that an h will cancel out of each piece. So I end up with 2x plus h, and then the bottom one cancels out. Here's where we're going to take the limit. I'm going to take the limit as h approaches 0 and just end up with 2x, or specifically we're going to call it y equals 2x. This is the formula that will calculate the slope. So if I want to know what the slope is at the point 2 comma 8, all I have to do is plug in 2. Remember, this is not, I'm not saying that if I plug in 2 I'm going to get 8. I'm saying at the point 2 what the slope going to be. If I plug in 2, 2 times 2 is 4. So at 2, 8, the slope will be 4. At negative 3, 13, all I have to do is plug in negative 3. Remember, what I'm not saying is that if you plug in negative 3, you get 13. That's your original function. This is your slope function. So if I plug in negative 3, at negative 3 comma 13, your slope should be negative 6. All right, pause the video, see if you can find the in general slope formula for the last one, and then find the slope at the 2 points. Work it out, and then I'll work through it right now, and you can check your answer when you're done. So we'll start with the same formula of x plus h minus f of x over h. In general, I have 2x plus h squared minus 4 minus, in parentheses, 2x squared minus 4 over h. Well, it gets to be quite a bit to simplify out, but we can start to see some patterns. Let's go 2. Here I have x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 4 minus 2x squared plus 4 all over h. Well, I'm getting there. Now I'm going to distribute this 2 into everything and get 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared minus 4 minus 2x squared plus 4 all over h. Okay, let's find the terms that cancel out. I see a 2x squared right here. It should cancel out with a negative 2x squared. I see a positive 4. I see a negative 4. So what it boils down to, what I see, is 4xh plus 2h squared over h, like that. Hopefully we're getting good where we can see that an h will cancel out of each term. So what I get is 4x plus 2h. Now we're going to take the limit as h approaches 0. So this will go away, and I'll get y equals 4x. This is my slope formula. It will calculate the slope at any point. So all I need to do, if I want the point or the slope at 1 comma negative 2, all you have to do is plug in 1. It looks like the slope is going to be 4. And at the other point, at negative 2 comma 4, all you have to do is plug in negative 2, and it looks like you're going to get 8. All right. Hopefully that helped. See me during office hours with any questions, and have a great day.